Hey yo, what up? What up? It's Lamar, Sly Sports TV. What up, fans of the fucking sport? This here, Lamar Jackson, right? Extremely talented football player, quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. My team. Anyway, yeah, Lamar Jackson, man. And let's just get right to it. Lamar Jackson, when he came to the league, pretty much hit the league by storm, right? His rookie season really sat most of the year. They had Joe Flacco in there. He was supposed to be sitting there watching Flacco, even though Flacco ran a completely different offense than the one he did. So, anyway, he watched Flacco most of the season. They brought him in end of the season and threw him in a playoff game, right? Of course, they lost to the Chargers, but from then on, Lamar Jackson kind of took the league by storm after that, especially the next two seasons after that, right? But as things often do in the NFL, defenses will catch up to you. Like these guys do research, they go sleepless nights looking at tape and how to nullify certain threats. If you can think back, you can probably remember when Colin Kaepernick first came to the league. He was a force to be reckoned with. Nobody could do anything with him. He ran that offense. He ran that college style offense, and he was able to that Wildcat. I think that's what they were running. They were running, yeah, something like that. And they played the Ravens in the Super Bowl that year, and they showed you how to nullify that. And you nullify it by treating him as a running back from the jump, from the pre-snap. You look at that guy as a running back. So I'm saying all that to say, the only way to consistently beat NFL defenses, the only way is with your arm. That's the only way. And they're going to make it tough for that too. Teams are going to know which zones you hate and which ones you like and which man-to-man. It's going to be tougher, but that gives you more of an opportunity, right? Now, Lamar Jackson, he's been a Raven for some time, but he doesn't really have much of a history versus the Steelers. For whatever reason, he doesn't have that much of a history versus the Steelers. To me, that's unacceptable. Like the Ravens, like that's everything about the Ravens. Like you got to be there for that game. But let's take it back to last year real quick. Last year, Lamar Jackson came out very mediocre last season. Very mediocre. Granted, it was the Greg Roman offense that teams have completely caught up with and nullified. They still had Greg Roman out there, so yeah, Lamar Jackson didn't perform. And then he shut it down over a contract dispute. Yes, he shut it down over a contract dispute. He was not injured. He shut his season down for his next contract. And for some odd reason, the Ravens rewarded him by backing up the truck and giving him the bag for quitting. They rewarded this guy for quitting. So now we got a completely new offense, new coordinator, new scheme, new receivers, new everything. Lamar Jackson this season has more turnovers than touchdown passes. Y'all know that, right? Is it still early in the season? Yes. Can he turn it around? Yes. All of that is fucking true. I'm here to talk about where we at right now in the light of fire. This motherfucker got more turnovers than touchdowns. He got 4 touchdown passes. He got 5 fumbles and 2 picks. He's taken 15 sacks. Right? You tell me, is that good enough? You tell me, is that? I heard people before the Steelers game talking about, yeah, Lamar Jackson, he's a MVP candidate. People need to stop, man. Stop. Stop the cat. For real. He got more turnovers than touchdowns, but people are saying he got a fumble in every game. Every single game, I think he has a fumble, at least one. He's taking sacks. They cost us. He took a sack against the Colts that cost us the game, when all he had to do was throw it away. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm not the biggest Lamar Jackson fan. And it ain't because I'm Uncle Tom. Y'all need to cut that stupid shit out. I don't look at the shit through a racial lens. I don't. I know what race I am. The world sees me. Everybody know what the fuck I am. I don't have to wear that shit on my sleeve and look at everything. Do that. You think I'm not going to criticize? That's why as a whole, our people are in fucked up position. Our people are in a fucked up position because of that perspective. Two things holding us back. Two things. And that's us not holding each other accountable. That's number one. Niggas refuse to hold each other accountable. And when you try, guess what they're going to do? We're so stupid as a fucking people. Guess what they do? The first time you say, hey, I don't think you should do that. Maybe you should do this. The first thing a nigga going to do is look at you and say, well, you ain't perfect. You don't do. Who the fuck said you got to be perfect? So we all got to be perfect before we can offer any type of criticism. That's why shit is so fucked up. But see, that shit comes with fatherless households. That type of thinking, that comes with fatherlessness. Because a good dad ain't going to let you think like that. We all here to help each other. I don't have to be perfect to criticize you. All I got to do is be open to being criticized when I'm fucked up. That's it. That's how we hold each other up. That's how we hold each other accountable. Not by being perfect. Perfect. Because that image of perfection that y'all talking about, that shit don't exist. It's unattainable. Nobody can do it. So what I'm doing to this guy right now is holding him accountable. You should try it sometime. I don't want him to become another LeBron James. Somebody who can't be criticized. And whenever he takes a loss, it's always a teammate's fault. Now, this past game against the Steelers, they had something like 7 drops. Absolutely. If they can make 3 of those catches, we win the game. And it almost don't even matter which catches you pick. We win that game. We had some drops. Absolutely. We played a horrible game, and it was terrible. It was tough to watch, and it was terrible. But guess what? Something magical happened at the end of that game that we was on pace to lose. We got a gift fumble off a punt return. We got a gift fumble right all the way down on the Steelers' end of the field. At the end of the fucking game. At the end of the fucking game. All you got to do is be a quarterback and close it out. All you got to do is bring it home. When you have moments like that, like it's been moments where Tom Brady, he had, his receivers was dropping balls, his numbers was looking shitty, and the score was ugly and all that. But guess what? When it's time to bring the game home and secure the W, he did it. He did it. That's what great quarterbacks do. You just secure the victory. Let's see what Lamar Jackson did. All we need is a touchdown. Actually, we don't need a touchdown. Do we need a touchdown? We don't need a touchdown. We don't need a touchdown. All we need him to do is not turn the ball over. Okay? That's it. Keep that in mind. This is the very end of the game.
Shotgun, Jackson.
You see that shit?
Intercepted.
Did you see that shit?
Picked off by
For those who didn't see it.
Shotgun, Jackson. Intercepted.
Yeah. Did you see it that time? So what you just saw there is in crunch time, when you're supposed to be sealing the victory by doing what you always do, running it, right? Make sure you get in there. You gotta run. You should have just did that. That's the time when you do that. But no, he hits Joey Porter Jr. right in the fucking numbers. The problem is Joey Porter Jr. is a cornerback for the fucking Steelers. Spectacular player. Also a very mistake-prone player. That has to change. And it needs to change like ASAP. That's all I got. If you like the video, shit, reach out and stack up on that pile on one time. Peace.